transformation. You know that you're ready when every part of your being and your heart is saying yes. And there's an important point there to make, that you might have limitations in your mind, limitations like, I don't know if I'm ready, or I can't afford an experience like this, or what if people at this retreat, what if I don't get on with them, or what if I can't make friends? You know, those fears are actually really normal. I don't think you ever get to a point in your journey where those fears necessarily disappear. The trick is to not be defined by those fears. So really understanding if you're ready for an experience like this, because it is an immersive experience, and it is an experience that will be very transformative and powerful. It's more about checking in with yourself and saying, is this something that I really truly want if I was to throw away all of those fears and all of those limitations? Love Out Loud is based on an ancient transformational philosophy called rites of passage. And rites of passage is seen everywhere in nature, explained as a metamorphosis. So going from a single version of identity and self into the next version of your identity and self. And a retreat like this, and being facilitated by someone like me, which is inviting you to have this space really held for you, is the power of actually creating a safe container for yourself. So this retreat is a container for you to feel safe enough to drop your identity at the door. Basically, drop the stories at the door, drop the things that have really been holding you back in life, and give yourself 110% permission to play full out for the time that you're here, and really explore the edges of what's possible for you, and then to be safely reintegrated back into your everyday life. People can create this really jaded relationship with trying to transform themselves and trying to change and trying to become a better version of themselves, because there has been an inconsistency that has occurred. They've gone and had an experience that they feel like has radically blown them open and radically transformed them, but then it proves unsustainable when they go back to their everyday realities and their routines. What the missing piece is in that equation, and what people don't realize, is the power that needs to come from acknowledgement. So really creating a space and curating a journey which aims to acknowledge this new version of yourself to a point where you as an individual feel really strong enough to maintain the newness of that identity. And I've seen it happen. A lot of other retreats, a lot of other transformational experiences, they don't have that awareness of how important it is to really help that transitional process, that reintegration process into everyday life in a way that is really empowering that individual to create sustainable change in their life. One of the premises of this philosophy is not for me to give you answers, or for any of our facilitators, any of our helpers to give you answers. It's a space of inquiry and learning where we can offer ways and tools and strategies that you can choose whether or not fit with you, to help you create a toolbox, to help you create rituals, to continually revisit that place of love and strength and compassion inside of you, so that you have that to take back with you into your everyday life, as well as a powerful community that you've really opened yourself up to, who understand you hopefully in maybe a different way to the people in your life that sometimes you feel restricted by, who you can pick up the phone and have those conversations with. You know, the power of really having that tribe who are there to acknowledge the person that you want to be, and see you in your power, and see you in your potential, and see the light inside of you, to help you maintain that continual process. It's a never-ending process of evolution. Exposing you to a frequency that is, working with energetics as a facilitator, it's not something that I often talk about, because it's your method as a facilitator, right? But for the sake of this interview, I will. It's very important for a facilitator to consider when they're curating and hosting an experience, what is the energy of what it is you're creating. And for me, running a retreat for Love Out Loud, the biggest objective I have is that you walk away feeling a deeper sense of love for yourself and for humanity. That is my number one objective. That I want you to walk out of here and feel like not only are you feeling a deep sense of love for yourself, a deep sense of love for humanity and your family and your friends and your colleagues and the stranger on the street, but you actually also have ways of expressing that. You know yourself enough, you're confident enough in yourself to know how to bring that to the world, and to acknowledge the things in your life that really need to be acknowledged. And for me as a facilitator, I have to look at this experience and ask what kind of what sort of potency of energy do I need to create for those breakthroughs to really happen. And I'm extremely mindful of that in the way that I facilitate. And what I can guarantee is this experience will be very potent, it's going to be very powerful, and it's going to be very filled with love and permission and acceptance for you to be able to step into another layer of yourself, because this work is not intellectual work. This work is embodiment work. There are always very key indicators and symptoms that individuals experience when they're ready to level up in their life, when they're ready to blow themselves open, when they're ready to realize more things about who it is they are and what their potential is, and to step outside of the paradigms of fear and really live from a place of infinite love, really, which is what Love Out Loud is all about, that does exist inside of you, that you are a divine being, that love is ready to express itself through you. But yeah, there are different times, everyone has a different rhythm of when that's going to be right for them to really take themselves to those places and actualize that potential. And the symptoms that you're going to be experiencing in your everyday life that are trying to show you that maybe it is ready to throw yourself into an experience like this are things like general dis-ease, general irritation. If there's things about your everyday life that you just feel like it just feels so dry and bland and the same, and you're looking at the other people in your life and you're thinking surely there's more, or you're feeling a dissatisfaction, you're feeling a restlessness, you are starting to daydream, in your job for, greater adventure, for more. These are really clear indicators that there's a part of your soul, there's a part of your being, there's a part of your heart that's waiting for the next stage. And you need to be the one to courageously make that decision. There's 9 key components to the Love Out Loud philosophy, and each of those concepts are going to have quite a deep dive and explorative session on each of those 9 concepts, being belief, honesty, acceptance, death, purpose, creativity, acknowledgement, gratitude, and service. But one thing that I've been really mindful of in curating and designing this program is the importance of embodiment work. So actually having movement and embodiment work that is helping you integrate a lot of these theories, which people can sometimes get really stuck in their intellect and not know how to embody it, not know how to integrate it. I've really been mindful of that through this process, and made sure that we have things like ecstatic dance, that we have things like yoga and yogic philosophy sessions, that we're having movement sessions, breath work, to ensure that that information is actually going into your body and not just staying in your mind, which are practices that you can take home with you as well. The retreat is 4 days. It goes from Thursday afternoon till Sunday afternoon, 3 nights. It is at a beautiful retreat centre called Gaimea. You'll be able to find some footage of Gaimea on my website. If you jump across to nicolegibson.com.au, or you can look Gaimea up as well. There's an epic magnesium pool. The rooms are absolutely stunning. You can get a single room for yourself with a king bed, or you can share with a teammate if that's something that you're wanting to do. It can sometimes be a positive thing to have someone at the end of the day to debrief with, but personal preference, both are available. The main space is this beautiful octagon, which has an incredible story behind it. This retreat centre actually used to be a Vipassana meditation retreat space. And the monk who designed the octagon, which is the main space that we're going to be running our sessions in, specifically situated it exactly where it is, because there's it's the way that it's connected to the land and the sky creates this incredible vortex of energy, and you can really feel it when you're in the room. There's a magic about this whole area. Actually, Yukai is just north of Byron Bay and just behind Mount Warning. It's in the middle of the rainforest. If you can hear the cicadas, you could probably tell. The caterers are absolutely incredible, gluten-free, vegan food, very nourishing, very healthy. It will definitely be a priority on this retreat that you keep your body clean, no alcohol, no drugs, no other substances that are going to be taking you away from really doing this work in a high vibrational way. There's a day spa with a plunge pool and a sauna and a steam room and also a jacuzzi, which we're going to include in your ticket price. So a 2-hour session where you can rotate between the 4 of them. And again, it's just going to help you come back into your body and really integrate some of the awesome wisdom that we're going to be doing. It's going to be in the middle of winter, but it's actually so beautiful here in the middle of winter. There's a fireplace, and we're going to be doing a fire ceremony as well. So yeah, be prepared for that. Not that it ever gets too cold in northern New South Wales. One thing I can guarantee, and a big part of the thinking behind the curation process and feeling, has been ensuring that every facilitator that you work with over the 4 days is extremely heart-centered. They're coming from a space that is very aligned to Love Out Loud and the philosophy of Love Out Loud.